Hi, my name's Bronwyn Jane and I'm a psychic medium. This is a reading which is known as spiritual wisdom. It is not predictive in nature. It is energy that Spirit wishes to share with you now. So if you're watching this video, it, you have been guided by Spirit to this reading. There is something within this reading that will resonate or that they want you to know. It may be a single word, it may be a phrase, it may be the whole reading. It may relate to you personally or someone around you that is in your life that interacts with you, maybe a loved one, workmate, something of that nature. So, with that intention, I call in my angels, my guides, my family, and Spirit. Bring through information clearly and concisely so it resonates with you now or in the future. Psychic readings and mediumship readings that I offer in person, online, or email are very different to spiritual wisdom readings. If you're interested in what that reading is like, that other reading type, I invite you to explore it on my website. But these readings here are wisdom that Spirit wishes to share with you now, something that you may need to know, something you may not have considered. Now, they share with me that we have around you that energy, that things that you've been really working towards, or that energy that you've put into things is going to pay off. So you've been very committed to something, maybe you put a lot of energy into it, and you're wondering whether you're actually going to get the benefits of it. And they want to rest assured and tell you that you will. But there is a but. If you have in the past felt the need to always give and not allow people to give to you, they want to remind you that what you're actually doing is you're blocking them. We have to allow space for Spirit to provide things for us. So we have to be happy to receive. Don't always feel like if someone gives you something, you must balance the energy by doing something back. Allow yourself just to receive with gratitude from whoever wishes to give to you. At some point, you'll balance it out because that's who you are. But it doesn't have to happen as soon as someone wants to give or help you. Allow that energy stream to be open so it flows two ways. And the reason why that is so important is because Spirit wants to bring you the rewards for all your hard work. But you have to be open to receiving them. And we start to open up to receiving from Spirit by being able to receive from others in this world. We have to also understand that we have to really sit with acceptance as well. And that's acceptance of everything. To be okay with not controlling every situation. To understand that there is karma. Karma that plays out in our lives and karma that plays out in other people's lives. It's not up to us to balance it. And this is where we have to surrender to Spirit, to let go, to have that reverence and that energy of knowing that we can only control what is us, and all those other aspects that aren't us, that are others, that may impact us, to let go of anything negative around that, to know that it will be balanced, to know that we can only control us. We let go of everything else and we accept that things will be taken care of. Sometimes we may feel like we're out at sea. that all is lost. We've all lost control. We don't understand what's happening, why it feels like that. But it's more that fluidness, to allow ourselves really to be a little bit fluid, to be less rigid, to be even a little bit more spontaneous, to say yes to things that we wouldn't normally say yes to. And that goes back to that initial being receiving, to say yes to things rather than saying no, to not make excuses for things, for not doing certain things, for not even like not interacting. That big list of things that you think that you've got to work through, that's really important, is actually, that list is actually blocking you from some really wonderful opportunities that they want to bring up for you. So consider what you're doing and how you're spending your time, whether that is actually good for your soul. Now, I know there's things that you have to do that just have to be done because of the world you live in. But not everything has to be done when you think it has to be done. If you don't do it today, most of those things can be done tomorrow. They remind me of that urgency of what we need to do, even domestic things like housework. It needs to be done today. It doesn't need to be done today. Maybe what needs to be done today is that waits, and you actually go and have some time outside, walking, gardening, doing what makes you feel happy. That's what's important for you now. And understand that you can't change everything that you want to change. But the things that you can change, Spirit invites you to actually start changing them. So whether you are making excuses or reasons or justifications, explaining yourself why you're not doing something, if you can do it, if you can change those things, Spirit is inviting you to make those changes, to choose other options. So whether things that you are choosing are actually not good for your well-being or even your physical health, I want you to start considering, and to start considering even the energy that you are holding. When was the last time that you laughed, smiled, really felt that beaming energy come out of you? Because as if that's not happening enough. And it's because we're hanging on to things that we need to let go of. We're hanging on to emotions and feelings and situations and even a task list that we need to let go of. This life is not about doing. We get too stuck in the doing. This life is about being. You're invited to take some moments to just be, feel, make yourself a priority. Change what needs to be changed so you can do that. Sometimes you forget how important you are. And Spirit wants to remind you of that. That is so critical for you to understand and let resonate and embed into you. You are just as important as your task list, as meeting other people's needs. You are just as important. And accept that Spirit will balance out what needs to be balanced out. It's not for you. Change what you can. Let all that other stuff go. I almost wanted to swear then. So I know that that is you guys. Like, it was like, I need to let that crap go. So we really need to let that go and start realizing that we are important. You are just as important as everyone around your world, in your world, impacts your world. You need to remember that and start standing in that power for you as you move forward. I'm going to leave that with you. I hope it sits well with you. The energy that Spirit wanted to bring through in this reading. And I invite you to maybe check in on this page every now and then for more Spirit messages. Thank you for spending some time with me, feeling my energy, knowing what I'm about, and understanding my connection with Spirit.